Like, we didn't even need an Ursal in Ashamane, right? Like, he didn't know that we have a metal detector, right? So he just, like, you know, he just lost the game because he didn't, like, calculate well. Kinda, like, has his chances so far.
Now this is treasure.
Ha, this guy's toast.
That's what I call a well-played, bruh. Dude, one turn kills though with a Ashamane. That's what I call a well-played. How's this deck? Oh my god. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bruh. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this new exciting deck right there, which is a new addition of an Ashamane Rogue. And the Ashamane is kind of like a key card here, and that is why like it got a full archetype named by it. And the card is, you know, the one that actually provides you an ability to actually win out a late game. If you didn't like win by itself like in an early game, from the Harbinger of the Blighted, right? And so the card, you know, is kind of like disputed to be kind of like broken so far, because you have a lot of bounces going on for you as a rogue, and this card just costs 2 mana, and it's kind of like, you know, someone's a huge board, and on turn 1 you can go as far as to summon like a 4 from a web of deception, and kind of like about like four 2-drops from the bounce thingy plus the card itself, right? And on turn 1, like, you know, and this is kind of like a full board to deal with as early as turn 2 for an opponent, and all the board clears like cost I would say like at least 3. Like the cheapest ones that I can think of is kind of something like fly of the shelves, or a threats from a DK. And even a threat by itself from a DK kind of like requires you to have, you know, for example, another minion on the board too, and you can kind of like control that with a rock. And Fly of the Shelves like requires you to have a lot of dragons going on for you to clear the board, and that is a given that this will still hit you 2 turns in a row, right? So as far as it is, this is kind of like a pinnacle of what the rock actually like, you know, looks right now on the ladder. But this card as an Ashamane can give you like a huge boost of whatever you're going through. You can, like, you know, summon an Ashamane. You can have the bounce going on for you, right? So you can summon it multiple times, and an Ashamane will just like fill your hand with a lot of good cards, because you're kind of like playing a standard, right? So people like actually have good decks, and you fill your hand with copies of those cards, and usually that is something like a cis. Like, you know, you'll at least get like something like a cis on average, right? And that is like why this deck actually appears to be quite strong right now on the ladder, because people like might not like actually deal with it. If you play this against a control, and you get, for example, you know, a Killgen plus assist from an Ashamane, and you have like all of those crazy like, you know, draws from your deck, you will be like probably at an empty deck, and you will have like assist and a Killgen going on for you, so the deck is kind of like, you know, never ending. And this might just like win you a game against another control. This is like how crazy this kind of like an aggro deck feels, right? And you still have an extra Shaladrassil for you to, like, you know, to play out against an opponent. If you play it against a Dragon Paladin, you can get an Ursal from an Ashamane, and Shaladrassil, like, you know, all of a sudden becomes an aura for 3 turns. Like, a lot of good stuff is going on for you when you play this deck. And one of the most exciting, like other exciting cards for this deck is Nightmare Fuel, because you can actually still, like, you know, discover some kind of like cool card and give it a dark gift, so you're kind of like playing a better minion by itself than your opponent, which can be strong, right? It can be like win the game out of it, like by itself, like this card. Not even talking about like an Ashamane here. So right now, this is like, you know, pretty much the best performing deck for a rock right now. And according to statistics, like even when you climb higher on Legend, you will see more and more of this rock right there. But for now, make sure to hit the sub button, check the join button, make the old man happy right there, and let's jump right in. Guess I was a paladin, okay? What are our like worst matchups? I kind of like have to, you know, have to look that up. As far as I remember, like the worst one is a demon hunter, right? Should be a demon hunter at least. Weapon deception, lucky comment. Well, if only we had like a 2-drop. Yeah, demon hunter is really bad, mage is really bad, and warlock and a warrior. That's pretty interesting. Okay, so I totally want a metal detector. Lucky comment, you know, like why not? But it's probably dig for some kind of like 1-drops and 2-drops. Like I think that's a little better. Boy, oh boy. We need some presence on the board, not like 9 cost, bro. Life saving 1, okay. I guess it's strong zone. Here's a weapon deception. Oh my god. I'll probably attack here because we'll probably play metal detector still on turn 3. But all the minions he has is kind of like 3 health, so like you know, we're more likely to actually kill one with a metal detector here. Unless he summons like a hero power and I get something to play on turn 3. That's probably like, you know, the only thing that will change my plans here. Oh, he just decided to, you know, just crawl to the deck, okay. That's not too bad, I mean, at least it doesn't summon portals for him. Okay, that is a little better now, but we still don't really have, like, you know, something good going on for us. Oh, I actually had to attack him. Just 1 damage, right? Okay, flicker on a light bar. 4-0, by the way. That's pretty sweet. Because that is a holy spell all of a sudden. Well, we need something like a prep zone. We need something like a prep zone, unfortunately. Dubious Purchase like has to kill that city. It's getting ugly zone. You can go for a Nightmare Lark set. It's like, do I want to Dubious Purchase like right away? He will have like an 8-8. Pretty buffed, right? Okay, that's what I thought about. Like, dig for treasure is kind of like, you know, really cool here. When you play another minion that is already played, well, that is only like for the 1-drop that I need. But, job's done. Well, not like that exciting though, because we don't really have all of those bonuses. Only like a weapon deception here. It's not too much. Okay, if he doesn't summon anything else, we just like go for another Dubious Purchase. But I'm kind of worried there that we will, you know, that we'll burn something. I'm kind of like a little worried, right? We might get a prep though. We might get a prep though. 9. Let's go. Oh, here's a prep, nice. So do you want a Lucky Comet or Mr. Nightmare Fuels? We didn't get a Shaladrassil yet, so we kind of like don't really want to get an result from it. But do we get a combo here? Combo card. That's you know, that's an interesting thought. We might just like go for a Burgundy here. Let's be a little more mind efficient here. Let's go. Combo triggers twice. Well, a Talgath here is kind of nice, you know, kind of nice. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Tries to remove something, really? Holy glow sticks for 4! My god, like why do you put a drink on your face first, bro? What is happening out there? Oh my, that is so costly. 4 mana, dude. What happened out there, man? What happened out there, man?
Twin shadows.
Okay, let's go off, I guess, a little. Just a little. Okay, that's pretty good. You know, next combo card costs a little less. I guess we're going for it. This kind of like, you know, this can wait. This can wait. See Shane, okay, sunscreen, not too much. Well, we're kind of like moving to the mid game, you know. So you know, as far as it is, like that's pretty exciting so far, right? So we play this with draw a card. Play Talgath and get a couple of backstabs here. That's sweet. So have here, let's go. There's this. Ingrid, hey there, mommy. How are you doing out there? Hope all is well so far. Let's destroy that scene, this scene out there. Let's go face here. Shadowstep is kind of, you know, nice and juicy so far for us to find an Ashamane here. Play that scene and that scene, and we're good to go, I think. Let's go. And that's a prep for us, okay. Another prep for us. Flash of Light. Well, you know, he summoned like pretty much a good board, but unfortunately for him, it's not like kind of enough. We cleared everything and summoned a huge board by ourselves, and that is kind of like a power of the rock right now these days, right? Because that is like 18 damage facing right now. We still have a Zill, we still have like a Parrot here, but I kind of want to find an Ashamane here. An Ashamane, and I will probably go for, you know, like I kind of want to find a Shaladrassil too, because I want to go for Nuzal. Like, you know, find a Nuzal, we'll probably go for it. Okay, another set of 5/5s right there. Another set of 5/5s. Gain Mana Crystal. That's exciting, so. Okay, let's destroy that thing first. What do we want? Like, we want 3 damage out there, right? Like, if possible, so. So this goes in. Okay. 6 damage for you. Kinda want to, like, you know. Okay, let's get this over with. We need some space. This is nice. Let's destroy. Let's find a Nursal, hopefully. Oh my god, let's go. Battle Cries triggered twice. My god. Okay, Nightmare. For an Ashamane here. Oh my god, Battle Cries triggered twice. Dude, what is that? Like, kind of like a. Is that kind of like a dream or something? That's so huge, though. Okay, we're just like waiting for Shaladrassil here, like, or we can just simply play an Ashamane and just like bounce it off. So huge, though. As I was saying, like, you know, if you have, you can find an Ursal from someone, like from Paladin deck, and kind of like become one. Right? He clears. That is strong, by the way. He clears. We need him to actually play a minion. Hopefully, I kind of want to heal. Here, you know, just to be safe, like, you know, safe and sound. Just one, unfortunately. We can do an Ashamane. But we might, you know, might have a problem here. Might find like something juicy though. Might find something juicy though.
What should I order?
I kind of want a Zilliax. It's just a huge strat though. Just a simple huge strat, and I like it. Simply huge one. He can shuffle one, like, you know. Can be a same, but he's out of his area, yeah, that's it. Well, it's pretty silly. Like, we didn't even need an Ursal and Ashamane, right? As I said, like, this deck can actually, like, win out a tempo here. In an early game, and just like, you know, it will lead to you having hands kind of like untied there, right? And for you to play all of those like juicy cards, like for a combo of an Ashamane, like an Ursal and all that good stuff. But the card where you can actually discover a minion from some deck, specifically a minion, not even a card, like you know, that is something. Like if I had a chance to just discover a card and, for example, I don't know, make its effect doubled, that would be worse than, like, you know, discovering a minion with a dark gift, like whatever that is. Oh my god, what is that one? You have to go, like, have to hope for a preparation here, unfortunately. Like, this is just something else. Or give me a Shadowstep, like, I don't mind. Demon Hunter is one of the worst matchups for us, right? Yeah. Demon Hunter is one of the worst. Paladin was kind of like a good matchup for us. Okay. Okay. We'll know. Okay, let's try. Just for sake of it. Just cycle through the deck a little. That's obviously Cleave Dive Hog DH, right? No questions asked, so let's go. Well, CI7 agent is kind of like better than the other two options, right? Unfortunately for us. But I would love to get another Talgath, I would say. Maybe that could be helpful, like, at some point of the game. Can do a Mallet Detector since region, like, not really in a rush to actually go for a Harbinger, I guess. Or like one, or maybe. Well, I kind of value my coin here. Let's just do that. We'll just do that and wait. Maybe he'll play Hog right there on turn 4 and just like destroy it. That's, you know, that's 9 damage to a face. Don't get me wrong. But... no, just military studies. Okay. Well, he doesn't have a Hog, and that is like, you know, that's pretty good for us. Crimson Sigil, just for sake of it. Okay, Tusk Piercer. That is fine. The only question right now is, like, do we destroy that 1/1 for an extra point? Like, we can get an Ashamane, like an early one. Oh my god. Sandbox. If only we had a prep zone. I kind of think this is fine by itself right now. Kind of like a huge board. Can get an extra point out there, and do that well. Okay, good to go for now. Now, next turn is probably a Sandbox into Harbinger, into another web. I kind of don't really want to spend coins. Like, can I get a prep, please? Like, pretty, please. Can I get a prep here? That would be nice. That's pretty good. Oh, thank you. That's convenient, bro. That's really convenient.
This treasure ain't fit for a pirate.
That's pretty convenient, I would say. For me to get a prep like that's what I asked. Like, I asked nicely, right? I asked nicely and I got it, right? So, you know. Okay, you can't blame me for this one. You can't blame me for this one. Next time we can do even a Zil or an Ashamane, right? It's a win of 2 and a 2 more. Well, yeah, we'll have the mana left. We could do it like this time, if we wanted to, but I had a better turn in mind. He clears the board. Dude, you're strong though. Kind of strong. Coin, Sandbox, Ashamane, and 1 mana left for us for whatever we have. Like maybe we'll find a hog right there. That would be nice. But we don't really have a bounce. I don't really want to lose an Ashamane here. It's kind of like my win con here, you know? Do we care though? Like, do we really care about them? Or do we, like, you know, draw? How about that? Simply draw.
Now this is
I think we're simply drawing here. Simply drawing.
Arise, twin shadows.
Let's draw a little more. Shadowstep. Okay, now I don't really want to, like, you know, to waste it. I kind of want it for an Ashamane action. So we are good to go here, I think. We can do another Harbinger here, just like, you know, just to draw a card if we need one. No, we need both of the coins though. It's gone. It should be fine. I wasted my, like, you know, wasted my Dubious Purchase. That is, like, kind of like a pity, but now we have, like, a little better setup, and Ashamane might just, like, you know, high roll for us. Might be the same. Might be the same, though. We need 1 coin just to be safe, not to burn. Well, an Ashamane will be still in our hand, right? So we are fine here, then. That's a lot of damage, by the way, into our play zone. That's a lot of damage into our play zone. It's kind of unfortunate. That is fine. We can go for a Zil. Like, is it better? I don't believe so. Right?
Connect to those unseen.
Let's go for the first Ashamane here. Green Harvest is fine. Green Harvest is fine. We have a Shaladrassil here, by the way. That's pretty sweet. Draw a card, summon. Dubious Purchase, some money. Like, there is literally no way for us to, like, you know, not to do something good here. Can do this. Like, we have to waste. Do we really have to waste, like, a prep here? Or do we, like, try to burn something, like, you know, not that crazy? Let's do that. Fine. I'm committed to actually burning stuff. So we have a Shaladrassil here, like, we, you know. We have a Shaladrassil, we have a Zil. We should be fine. Unless he, you know, he goes for a Cleave Dive again and gets, like, a couple of 8/8s, like, you know, to hit our face here instantly, so... Turn policy for... okay. Okay, see you, I see you. That's pretty strong. That was pretty strong, though. We can go for a Cleave Dive, by the way. And try to get, something like... Talgath, right? Do we need that though? I don't believe so. Well, we might heal a lot from it. Let's probably go for it. Let's just go for it. Who cares? Ooh, there's a Talgath for us. Let's destroy the dude right there. Destroy the dude out there. Let's destroy yet another one.
This guy's toast.
Didn't work out like I wanted it to, but that is fine. We're just like, you know, going around and like, you know, emptying our hand here a little. Because kind of like, if we have an Ashamane right now in our hand, we don't really need a Nightmare Lord Xavius anymore. And Talgath is kind of like to clear the board, but here I would like rather take a chance of dealing a gazillion damage, so for like and heal +6 like from Hog out there. Chance didn't work out, but it is what it is, right? Him having like all the revenues, it's kind of like annoying too, unfortunately. We can, you know, we can try to get it, you know. Let's go with a corrupted Shaladrassil out there, and that's probably like the best choice for us. Go for it. Go for it this way, and let's see what happens, right? A couple of Shaladrasils for us here. There's a cleave dive for him. Oh, that is actually really strong. That is actually really strong. Can just skip the turn basically. Yeah, kills the one from a cleave dive and you know, skips the turn. What are you doing though? Okay. Just want like he doesn't want to actually, you know, skip out the turn here, but it could be totally fine for him to skip because he has this card right there. Max Heridon, right? Max Heridon. Gotta prepare that same. Like, do we go for another Ashamane? Like, we don't really have like a bounce like another one. We have only one left in our deck. Buccaneer. Twisted Web Spinner. Twisted Web Spinners are really good. We can go for a Shaladrassil. -2/1. Let's go. I guess this is better. I guess this is a little better. Let's go with this one. Let's go with the Corrupted. Go with a Dickport Treasure to be a little mana efficient. We have a coin out there, that's pretty nice. We're good to go, I guess. Kind of good to go. Let's go. It's a 14-12 duty out there. It might just like kill a red card. Okay. Oh, come on, stop summoning those stuff. Like, ours, like, is this the last one? Come on, bro. I need another good Ashamane, right? Another good Ashamane zone. Hopefully for an 8/8, right? Hopefully an 8/8 that hits his face. It's kind of like something I need here. That buys away a lot of damage. Another lucky Comet. Well, we need some stuff on the board, and we cannot afford to actually, you know, proc Zets any for now. Use the Zef just to summon as many minions as possible. It's 5, 8, 10. Can we get any tone here? Is there like a way? I don't believe so though. Only it was Ashamane, and like I don't really have the means for it. I don't really want to proc that city. Go with this one. Talgath was one. Talgath.
Time is almost up.
Okay, let's leave that same. Let's play this just like, you know, to summon as many minions on the board as possible. Let's probably shuffle. Cause that, like, you know, that reduces the damage of it, right? Reduces damage of it. You can go for a red card, and that will be like, you know, For sure. Like you had an 8 in. Did you actually top deck it? No, not really. Just had it in your hand. Well, you know, GG. We had our chance here, and we did pretty much well on the board. Like, all we cared about, like, for him not to find, like, all those 8/8s to actually go directly into our place, because we don't really have any kind of taunt going on for us. But even if we did, an 8/8, like, for a taunt to survive an 8/8, it has to be, you know, kind of like really strong. Something like a Zill. We don't really have it anymore, because we were kind of like struggling even before. We didn't like had a great, didn't have like a great start, but still managed to actually win out a mid game. And you know, one more turn, I would say it would be kind of like manageable. Even though like you know, the whole game was kind of like a little messy though. Can I get prep here? I would really appreciate. Prep, Shadowstep. That would be great. Dubious Purchase as well. Better than nothing, I would say. Welcome to the jungle. Hello, my dude. Go. It's probably a metal detector next turn. If, like, you know, if he doesn't play something with still hidden, just go for a metal detector yet again. Is there a... Wait, I just realized that it's, there's a Murmur Shaman, right? Murmur. Let's go. Next turn, Harbinger plus a web. Not too bad with you. Perception, yeah, 100% more. Well, it's called Nebula, right? Nebula Shaman, as far as I know. Haven't seen like this deck in quite a while. Where's our win rate against the Shaman? Kind of huge. Kind of huge. Not sure why though. Because they need turn 7. That is probably like the only way I like seeing. Interesting.
Arise, twin shadows.
Let's see if they have like all the board clears. Like as far as I remember, Murmur Shaman actually had like all the board clears in the world there, right? All that exists though. Just to survive till a Murmur. What of magma is kind of like not enough. But it's fine, you know? Because with the entire roll, like 2 drops there. Oh, that's pretty good. Lucky Comet, I guess. Could like why not? Oof. Talgath is nice, but I don't believe like I will fight for the board against them. But it kind of like gives us a backstab, right? A couple of backstabs there. Or a lot of 3/2s. Like he has gazillion board clears, like Molten Magmas. I guess he'll even have a couple. Let's go for him. Let's go for Talgath here. Fine. Turn 5 for him. Lock on, okay. Well, Molten Magma is kind of like clears a little, but not too much. Try to go for a spell damage totem, right? Okay. Well, we're kind of like a little on the clock here, so
Arise, twin shadows.
just slightly on the clock. Let's destroy that city. Let's do this for now.
Rise, twin shadows.
Draw a little more, 4 damage into the face. Kind of fun. Have a Shaladrassil here, by the way. And 17 damage on the board. Shaladrassil gives us an 80% for the lethal, right? He doesn't clear right away. Volcanic Soda, okay. Well, it's not a full board clear, but he's at full health now. 6-5, okay. Well, now we need a Talgath, I would say. Oh, maybe not. Dubious Purchase is kind of like fine. If he doesn't find like a full combo till turn 8, he's dead anyway. Still have one more turn to actually deal with that setting. We have like 6 damage right now, and after that we can just like, you know, kill him. Can do Talgath though. He isn't any better though. Kind of want Shaladrassil here. Kind of want Shaladrassil.
Hold on. I'm getting
Getting inspiration though. Now let's not be too greedy, I would say. Let's draw here a little. Nightmare. Lucky Comet getting another one.
Rock number 802, welcome to the collection.
Okay. Ashamane summons 2T copy. Twisted and well, I kind of think this is the right pick, like this one, because that is a charge. Like we have like what 13 damage. 18, 20, and 23. Well, not enough, right? Let's go with the Ashamane. It could be enough, though. 2, 8, 18, 6. Well, it could be enough if it had a prep. Yeah, could that be enough? Yeah, it could be exactly enough, right? But if I get a prep, 2 damage just doesn't matter though anyway. We'll just like kill him anyway. If you just like get a prep here. Has 6 mana. Well, as I said, like he needs a full combo on turn 8. Needs a full combo on turn 8. We're not wasting bounces anymore, so this goes in. This goes in. This way we destroy everything. Boom, boom. Summon something from here. This is a lot of damage though. Let's go. Let's find something from his deck. Oh, a Shardwalk is out there, okay. Bob's a bartender, by the way. I've got a Shadowwalk. Well, Shadowwalk is really crazy though. But it just like doesn't matter if we multiply Battle Cry though. Bob's a bartender is fine. We might find like one. Might find one. A copy of what? Shadowwalk might just like deal a lot of damage, extra 3 damage as well. Let's go for Shadowwalk. Okay. Maybe I had to do a metal detector into his face, but you know, who cares? Okay, do you have a full combo, bro? You kinda like need to have it. No, you don't. Okay, that's pretty sweet. And pretty sweet that you don't. Charblock can multiply like a Zill, a Sandbox here, so you know we're good to go here. TT copy. Okay. 12 damage on a board. It's kind of like 6 more 18. Shaladrassil for us. Not sure. I can do an Ashamane just like to corrupt the Shaladrassil here. How about that? Not too bad. Find some cards. Maybe some good ones. Well, considering like what we discovered there's also not really good though. Like we're doing this and we are doing probably something like this.
Connect to those unseen.
That's heavy metal, yeah, no problem. I know. That's kind of like better. As far as us.
Rod number 802, welcome to the collection.
Pretty sweet so far. I have a Nebula here, have a Marine. A lot of good stuff. Sorry about that. Okay. Why? But why? Oh, to reduce, okay. To reduce the health count, right? Okay, that's pretty good. We can do a Nebula here with a Sandbox. Like, why not?
This treasure ain't fit for our pirate.
Because why not? 8-8, let's go. Come on, give me something good. This is kind of good. Yeah, this is kind of good, right? This is kind of good too. Just like, some of that stuff. Unfortunately, no playing Spacerock though. Unfortunately, so.
The menagerie is for guests only.
The Curito. That's a nice one, bro. That's heavy metal. Okay, bro. It's nice. That's the one you drew from a Fairy Tale, right? Like, he found a Nebula here. Kind of like has his chances so far. Kind of like has his chances so far.
Now this is treasure.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Pick up her.
That's what I call a well-played, bro, dude. One turn kills though with a Ashamane. That's what I call a well-played. How's this deck? Oh my god. The fact how it can, like, grind its way, kind of like, it feels like you're grinding in stairs, right? And each turn, it gets worse and worse and worse for your opponent, right? And as soon as you're kind of like on top of the stairs, an opponent just like stares at you, like, "Wow, are you crazy, bro? What is that one? What is that on the board?" And that is probably like is the best feeling so far you can get, like, from a rock. Like before, when I played a rock before, I actually like had this weird feeling that it's kind of not entertaining, right? And this deck is all better. Shadowstep is kind of like important for us, but I'm not sure like we need it right away. Dubious Purchase and the Sandbox are kind of like important too, but Sandbox is kind of like a little late. Let's try to find probably like a couple of T-drops. Like, we might just like leave a Shadowstep in case we find like a high roll Harbinger here against like a Giant Paladin. Like, do we want that though? Shadowstep. Do you want a Shadowstep here? I kind of do. Let's try. Let's try to find a 2-drop here. This is the best start if you find like a Harbinger here. That would be an awesome turn 1 though, if I top deck a Harbinger right there. Ages, okay. Come on, Harbinger one time, bro. Come on.
Rod number 802, welcome to the collection.
Unfortunate. Never lucky. Such a bad rock player here. Oh. I guess he doesn't have like a good hand too. That's pretty good to know.
Rod number 802, welcome to
That's
the
pretty good
collection.
to know. Vicious, okay. Not too bad. Has a couple of minions on the board, so maybe he found a drink. That would be annoying. Oh no! Look at that. There's three minions on the board. 4 minions on the board, bro. Bro, you good there? You good there? Hmm. Look, we have to kill that city, right? Increase the chances for us to kill all of those, like a couple of those. Okay, here we go.
Rise, twin shadows.
Okay, here we go.
Rise, twin shadows.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Next turn is probably a Harbinger plus another web plus a Nightmare. Nightmare for you. I wonder if it was better for us to actually do a Shadowstep into a web spinner after. Not sure. Next turn would be better though. But it could make like our last turn a little better. Maybe we could actually play an Nightmare for you. I'm not actually sure I need that, but oh come on, don't summon 2 8/8s on me, bro. No. Don't do that on turn 4. Please at least do that next turn. Okay, thank you. Thank you, bro. Oh, a spell cost less. Nice. A spell costs less. That is nice. you have all the minions and just in Sunset or Nessa. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, you have all the minions you could ever have from your deck already in your hand. Dude, is that even fair, son? Okay, here goes an 8/8. Here goes a couple of 8/8s plus a full board of sea shanties, right? We have a Shaladrassil for 6, unfortunately, but it's gonna get nasty out there if he has like both of the sea shanties out there. At least he'll have 8/8s here, right now. You might try to rush him out, but I'm not sure if that is even possible. How awesome is that though? Wait, 8/8s are from Polyspell. Maybe he'll just like summon one. That would be awesome. 0? Really? Hold on. What is this game zone? Hold on, bro. Can do a Sunset like this after. Get a couple of coins this one. It's kind of like more aggressive though. For us to do it this way, right? More aggressive to do for us to do it this way. Can do Shaladrassil next turn, for example, and after that, like try to actually leave it for an ODK. How about that? It can be, you know, can be something. Can be something. Like he doesn't have board clears. That's kind of like an elusive deal. Might be just like a huge body that hits his, you know, something. But I don't really want to, you know. Let's go with this one. I don't really want to lose my bodies on the board right now. Don't really want that. Let's go with Shaladrassil next time. Let's see what happens. We kind of like have 13 damage on them. We have how much more damage do we have? Just slightly more, not too much though. Okay, 8/8's coming right up, right? Has a Nursal in his hand, like that's we know for sure. Oh, glow sticks for 4/4. Okay, let's go. Couple of 8/8's, let's go. Shaladrassil into a dream, right, for us right now. I guess it is what it is. Can try to, you know, to draw a card and see if we get Talgath, for example. There's a dream for us. This goes out. It's damage. But that's a kill of an 80. Too strong, I would say, right? To pass. Too strong to pass, though. Have a Sound Cyberline Nessa right there, and a couple of coins here. It's not too bad, but kind of like lacking some damage out there, unfortunately for us. There's a Nursal. Tries to find a Shaladrassil here. Okay, we need a Talgath, I would say. Or maybe something else. Ashamane, Zil is actually really good for us, right? Zil is actually really good for us. How do I deal 4 damage here? Let's find Talgath, for example, yeah. Exactly. Talgath. Couple of backstabs for us. Or do we like need a Zera here? It's a lot of damage. He might kill us somehow. Not sure how though, but it might happen. I'm kind of like concerned for our health here. A little, just a little. He does have a Shaladrassil, so that's we know. So we have like, he has a Nursal and a drink, right? That's about it.
What? Hear that sizzle?
The sun shines for me.
To nightmare!
Let's go. Couple backstabs here. Where's that one? Oh, okay. Still need a good top deck of an Ashamane or Zil, unfortunately. Aegis, okay, not too bad. Didn't shuffle first, really? Forgot he doesn't have any in his deck, okay. Okay, not too bad.
Sail for sail!
I think this is better. We're kind of like starting a lethal here.
What a steal!
And I don't really want him top deck in another metal detector to finish us off, or like some kind of like a mole. You really found Shaladrassil right there? Shaladrassil is an instant lethal, by the way. Was before, but not anymore. Just found a drink here, okay. There's not enough for you to save. Well, it's actually yes, right? What do you do? You could actually, like, you know, you could actually kill a 3-2 and kind of be alive. What the hell are you doing? Like, he didn't know that we have a metal detector, right? So he just, like, you know, he just lost the game because he didn't, like, calculate well. Well, that was a pretty nice run. What was it? Like a 3-1 so far? Like, we have to test it now. Like, we lost one game against whom? Yeah, it was a 3-1. We lost one game against a Demon Hunter, obviously. One of the worst matchups for us, because, you know, and it was getting close, but it all relied heavily on him not having like an 8-8, right? To attack our face here. That was like the only problem for us, because he kind of like doesn't have too many of the he doesn't have like too many of the tanks, like a cliff dive. DH actually concentrates on not like Arcanine Defense Crystal, but on Hawks. And for us to actually, like, you know, sustain in that game, we had to obviously not face all of those like extra damage, extra Hawks from a Ravenous like each turn after turn after turn, right? It was like we even shuffled one of those in the deck, but before we faced like what, it's about like 6 of Hawks right there. It was like too much damage, and really, like, you know, bad start so far with all of those early drops. But you know, it can go either way. It's not like hopeless. We have like statistically this deck actually had like about like 40 something% win rate against a Demon Hunter. 46, not too bad, like, you know. But yeah, that's for you to find out, like, you know, to try it out on your own. Make sure to test it out. Like, if you like the deck and if you liked, like, you know, what I showed you guys right there, and like, you know, if you overall enjoy the content, make sure to click that sub button, check the join button. Every coin helps. You guys are my, like, you know, my biggest motivation so far to actually do the content for you. But for now, that is it for Ashamane Rogue.